You are listening to Angie with the Evening Brew here on KDIV 98.7, and I have Jackee here in the studio with me. And Jackee, I do want to apologize because I was so excited that you are here that I did not give you an opportunity to introduce yourself. So I want to go ahead and let you do that now.
Hello, NWA. I am Jackee House, or Jackee, mom, wife, celeb gossiper, tea sipper, junior leaguer. Just put a ERING at the end. All those things, I guess. I do work at a local TV station, KNWA and Fox 24, and I have a segment in the mornings. Please tune in. It is Top Trenders. Comes on Fox 24 around 7:20-ish. And we can talk about kind of some things that are trending around the internet, or internets with an S, as Chris Frost says.
Right. So, yes. And so I have caught some of your segments, and it's kind of similar to what we talk about here, like what's going on in the media, like all the interesting tea and all the good gossip and stuff like that. So, again, if you want to see us, check us out on our YouTube page, KDIV 987. And there's a special treat on there. If you actually look and you look real close, you can see that I'm wearing flip-flops with a full suit. And the only reason I'm calling myself out, because if you give your own tea, nobody else can pour your tea. So if you hold the kettle yourself, then you ain't got to worry about somebody pouring your tea. So, yes, I got on flip-flops. Yes, my feet was hurting. Yes, I changed shoes, okay? So, anyway, let's get into some of the celebrity tea.
Yes.
So, let's talk about Housewives. So I saw recently that Chateau Sheree has finally completed. Have you seen that?
I did, and it's only been, 10, 11 years in the making.
Yes.
I mean, my first question was, we still doing housewarming parties? That was my first thing.
Okay.
And then also, I guess it was like a masquerade thing, because everybody was dressed up to the nines. I can appreciate that.
Okay.
And also, I noticed that Dwight had a new nose. And I like this new nose. The other one was looking a little too artificial, but this nose looked real good, looked more natural.
Okay, so he was giving us a Michael Jackson. If he sneezes, it's going to be over with for that nose tease.
Yep.
So let's talk about, you just brought up an interesting point. So what are your thoughts around housewarming parties?
I think housewarming parties are fine. However, my issue with Sheree having one is she's been talking about this Chateau Sheree for like ever. Like, girl, just give it up. Just have a couple girlfriends come over. Y'all, here it is, the end. Like, we don't need all this. Like, not from you, because I'm still sketchy on if she's going to be able to keep it or not. What about when them checks dry up?
So I agree with you. And I feel like after all this time, she should have already gotten everything she needed from Bed Bath & Beyond, or Target, or wherever she chooses to shop.
Because Target got some cute stuff.
Don't they got some cute stuff?
Really cute stuff.
Shout out to Target. So let's get into Phaedra. So I hear that she's been fired. So now she's trying to act like that's just some tea and it's not real, real tea.
Right.
So what do you think? Do you think she really got?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it all over the gossip blogs I follow, and I believe every single one of them. But I am kind of surprised by it, because when she came on initially, she was kind of like, at least I got from her, like she was kind of like the good girl and the one who I thought had the most sense. And now these things, like she's been lying, and supposedly these 4 fake divorce papers for her and Apollo. I'm just like, Phaedra, girl, what is happening? Like, because she's like, well, I'm a lawyer, and I was Bobby Brown's lawyer. It's like, okay, well, act like you got some sense. So I'm very surprised by her. I don't know if it's like kick up the drama so I can stay on.
Yeah.
Not sure what's happening with her.
So with Phaedra, I feel like a couple things. Number one, if your husband is committing crimes that I have to actually look up, because at first I didn't know what racketeering was. So I had to look that up. And then second of all, if you don't even know when your due date is, girl, I can't trust you.
Right. So not only that, but then like the baby shower for, I guess, the second little boy, when she had the praise dances and she had the rhinestones on her eyes.
When she was doing the most,
I was just real exhausted. And Dwight had his old nose back then as well. So I was really exhausted by that. Again, very surprised by her. I don't know if it's, we got to kick up the drama, like I said, because you do hear that where producers will tell them, hey, you're not giving us the tea that we need this season. We need you to push it up some. I mean, because I'm pretty sure those checks are pretty good.
Yes.
And is she still working as a lawyer?
Obviously not. Because when I saw the guy a couple seasons ago, he was outside in the car paying her in ones. And it seemed like he was like dusting the ones off with some type of residue. I don't know what the residue was, but it was real interesting. So I was kind of like, she ain't she ain't legit. Because you remember she was going to school to be a funeral director. So she's just trying to do too much, really. She really is. So if you were a housewife of Northwest Arkansas, do you think you would have good ratings? Do you feel like your life is juicy enough to have some good ratings?
No. I'm just going to be real. No. I mean, it would be full of me, yelling at kids, talking on the phone with my girlfriends, being loud and obnoxious, maybe going to the gym. It would be a lot of food because mama loves to eat.
Okay.
Lots of drinking on margaritas. I mean, if you find any of that exciting, then sure. But I'm just too old for drama at this point. I mean, I do a little bit of tea every now and again, so and so is up to what, but I don't think it's that exciting. Not to me. I mean, no.
So I don't feel like my life is exciting, but sometimes stuff happens to me, and I'm like, I need my own show.
Right.
So like you were saying, being loud and obnoxious with your friends on the phone, girl, there is nothing better than a good kiki, okay?
Right.
And then when your friend got some tea and y'all spilling the tea, it's the best. It's the best. All right. So speaking of some more tea, Janet Jackson. So I hear that her and her man are getting a divorce. How old is her baby? The new baby, not the 31-year-old baby.
A couple of months.
Okay, so now they've decided that they want to dissolve their marriage. So they said that they had some kind of arrangement that if they were to divorce, then she would get $500,000 as a settlement. So what do you think about that?
Girl, Janet, get your money. She got what she wanted out of the relationship, which was a baby.
Yeah.
The prenup said that they had to be together for 5 years. They've been together for 5 years.
Okay.
She's had all she can take. You know, she really changed herself to be with this guy. Like, she changed her wardrobe. She was covering up. I thought she had converted to his religion as well, which would make sense if they had gotten married. So she got what she needed and wanted, which was a baby.
Okay.
I just need Janet to run my sister her coins for her concert in Vegas, because Janet was supposed to be on tour, if y'all remember.
I remember that.
And she postponed it to have this baby. But the deal is, when you postpone a concert, you don't have to get your money refunded because it's not canceled. It's just postponed.
Okay.
So my sister is real bitter still. Janet, please, can you just cut a check real quick for like a couple $100 for my sister? Like,
okay, well, let me say this, and then we're going to get into some more music, and then we're going to come back and get into the Amber Rose teas. But no shade to your sister. But who is paying to listen to Janet whisper in 2017?
It's still some diehard Janet fans out
Really?
there. I have a friend of mine, two friends of mine who love Janet. Like, as soon as she announced her tour, and we were going to Vegas. We had bought tickets. Like, we were going. So still some diehard fans out there. Mostly probably older.
Okay.
But still,
So,
they still out there.
I can see if I were going to Vegas. Like, Vegas is a good trip.
Right.
And so if I'm in Vegas and Janet's going to be there, okay. But just to go hear Janet give me a whisper tease, no, ma'am. No, thank you. Okay. So we're going to get into some music. Y'all stay tuned to KDIV 98.7. This is Angie with your Evening Brew with Jackee. And we're going to get into some more tea. So stay tuned.